Week 2 of the Alton Municipal Band season is underway this afternoon, the 15th day of June at 7:30 at one of the most beautiful views in all of the 618, Riverview Park, and of course, the famous children's concert. But it doesn't stop there. A special guest is stopping by that I may or may not have run sound for a few months. Heidi Glaus on the line. How are we doing this morning?
I am fantastic. It's so good to hear your voice, CJ.
How's everything been over there on the dial?
Well, we miss you, but life is good. No complaints. We're having a lot of fun. And of course, people can tune in from 3 to 6 Monday through Friday and listen to the Heidi Glaus Show with Josh Gilbert.
Well, I can tell you what, Heidi, I still listen to you guys. You do great work. And I was so excited to see that you'd be coming in and doing a narration of everyone's favorite musical story, Peter and the Wolf. Take me through this. How did this kind of come about?
Well, actually, a listener is one of the people in charge, if you will. And she reached out, I guess, 3 years ago to see if I would take part in this. And of course, I love kids. I love music. It was a no-brainer. And so I came over to Alton at that beautiful park and read Peter and the Wolf with fantastic music behind me. I was so impressed by the orchestra, and I know there's so much hard work that goes into that. So anyway, that's how it came to be, and then they asked me back this year, and I'm looking forward to it.
That's really cool. And I mean, just such a great setting too, right there overlooking the river. And take me through the last time. How great of a setting was an environment? Were the kids having fun the last time you were here?
Absolutely. And, you know, there's all kinds of little parade with the kids, and then just hearing the music and the story together. There's something special about that.
Absolutely. And I can only imagine, did you get a few questions asked whenever you came back the last time doing this with some of the adventures you might have had throughout the 618 in the Riverbend region?
I have had so many fun adventures in the 618. I mean, obviously, the first thing that comes to mind, it's Alton. So many ghost tours throughout the years. And I got to say, I felt a few little shivers every once in a while.
I feel that way being in the studio in this historic building. It's about 100 years old. I'm out by 6 o'clock. But yeah, I just think it's so cool that you're able to come back over and really be a part of this great, this great band season, and also being able to, connect with some of the listeners that I'm sure listen to your show and meet the little ones. And I could only imagine too, you've had some, people asking you about it already. It went, almost viral here at Alton that you were stopping by. What are you looking forward to the most?
Just saying hello to people, and the music. I think is, well, underrated, because I think you think municipal orchestra and you think, oh, it's just a, bunch of regular Joes getting together to play some music. They're incredible. I was blown away by how good they are. And of course they have great direction with Jennifer. So it's just a special night.
That's amazing. And then on top of it, like I said, just to be out there, with some beautiful weather this evening and being able to kick off week 2 of this. Now, that's not all. You're going to be at Riverview Park, but also they're going to continue this on Sunday. Now, will you be at the Haskell Park one on Sunday, or are we just going to be
I will. Nope, I'm coming for both. And I don't know that I've experienced Haskell Park before, so I'm looking forward to that.
So let me tell you, you're in for a treat. The Haskell Playhouse is just fantastic, and I know they're doing some renovation work too, so on top of that, getting to see some progress being made, and I think that's going to be a perfect setting for it. So is it going to be kind of similar to what the Thursday showing sounds like?
Yes, it's going to be very similar. We'll just run through it because not everybody can make it on a Thursday night. So then it gives everybody an opportunity. Father's Day, maybe something fun to come out and do with dear old dad.
And hey, while we're at it, swing on up to Coleman's Campers too, and then hit the road for the week, because I know so many of our listeners were kind of weighing in on what their Father's Day looks like, and they're all out of town on Sunday, and I'm kind of jealous of them.
Oh, well, that's another one. I've taken our RV down Great River Road there and gone to Pierre Marquette several times. It is fantastic. And then we've ridden our bikes from there to Grafton, which is great. And you can't be in that area and not go to Fast Eddie's. Am I right?
Without a doubt. Now, are you going to Big Elwood, or are you going Chick on a Stick?
I'm probably going peel and eat shrimp.
Ooh, the good choice. See, I'm a big Elwood guy, but that's starting to fall out of favor with the crowd. When I'm thinking about this and you're telling the story and all of these, kids are around listening to some great music, backing you with the story, what's more important? What's important when you're telling the story to kind of match the tone of it and to make sure, I'm sure there's some ins and outs to it.
Well, it is just kind of knowing the script, and thankfully they don't make me memorize it, so I have it there in front of me, and that'll be a little bit different. I do have to have the readers on these days, but it's just kind of matching their tempo and the drama of it as far as what the music is going with and my voice and the story itself.
Without a doubt. And while I have you too, we'll circle back to all the details here in about 2 minutes. But so many of our listeners, watched Hey Heidi's on Channel 5 and listened to, the radio show in the afternoon on the Big 550. But, there's so many, I'm sure, stories you have. Is there one in particular, Hey Heidi, you done in the area that always sticks with you or you remember?
Oh, well, there's so many. But probably the one that got the most attention, and I think the Post-Dispatch did something on this just a couple of weeks ago, but those castles that you can see in the river from, I think it's is it Riverview Drive? No, I'm trying to think of where it is. Everybody wanted to know what those castles were, and so we actually took a John boat out to those castles, went into those castles to see what was inside, and it was fascinating. They're old water pump houses, and when you step inside, people lived there back in the day, so their door hinges and everything was just so incredible. I mean, that's one. Probably another popular one, not in the Alton area, but everybody loves their Cardinal baseball, even though we're struggling a bit right now. But how did they get the arch carved into the outfield? And so that was a fun one that I did as well. And I'm sure a lot of people know this already, but it's just about bending the grass and the light reflecting or refracting off of it.
Wow, that's really cool. And I always wanted to ask you this too, because you've had such a great career, and what you're doing over there from 3 to 6 is really just great. And it seems like there's more of an opportunity to connect with the listeners and being able to have those, conversations when you're, on the air, and then when you're, off the air doing things like this at Riverview Park tonight at 7:30. It's got to be really enjoyable.
It is so much fun, and that is probably the thing that I love the most about it. TV, yes, we came into your living room or your kitchen or your bedroom, but it wasn't quite the connection that it is with radio. Radio allows me to really be me, and while I'm sitting here, by the mic, I also have a computer, and so I'm texting back and forth with listeners, and it's so much fun. I feel like they get to know me and I get to know them a little bit.
Without a doubt. And so let's circle back to this. This is so cool. So this is going to be Peter and the Wolf, narrated by yours truly, Heidi Glaus. And I got to ask you before I let you go, are we going to experience, are the kids going to, some, different character voices?
I wish. My co-host Josh is really good at that. I'm not very good at that. So it'll be just more dramatic when there is a serious scene, and maybe a little lighter if it's more fun.
Without a doubt. That is so cool. And I'm really excited to see you at 7:30 tonight at Riverview Park and at Haskell Park on Sunday, June the 18th at 7. You are going to love Haskell Park, so you got to let me know what your thoughts are after you're done.
I certainly will. It's been a pleasure chatting with you, CJ.
And same here. Thank you so much. And I always tell people before I let you go, I got to just those few months, running the sound for you, getting to listen to how you do things and how, you and the likes of Josh and Jennifer and all the amazing people over there, and got to learn so much, and it's helped me. So thank you.
Oh, my goodness. That's so sweet. I'm still learning this craft, but I'm glad I got my time with you.
Thank you very much. Well, I'll see you at 7:30.
All right. Sounds good. Bye, CJ.
Bye, Heidi. More of our daily show right around the corner on this Thursday in the heart of the Riverbend.